That's the best, man.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Alright, so I've been waiting so long to make this video, and I'm finally glad that I can now speak about it because I've known about this fight for a long time. I'm going to say about a month, a solid month I've known about this fight, but I couldn't talk about it. But now the news is coming out on BoxRec and Ring Magazine, so I can talk about it, you know, and I want you guys to tune into this fight. Please mark it on your calendars. Please don't miss it. It's a fight that I'm very excited about, and it's a very important fight for the featherweight division. And as I've stated many times, so going back to the latter part of 2023, I told you guys that 2024 was going to be a year of the featherweight division, and make no mistakes with this. So April the 10th on ProBox TV, shout out to the fine folks at ProBox TV, one of the most active featherweights in the world, one of the best featherweights in the world, continues his journey and his ascent in the division as he looks to become a two-division champion. And that's none other than the former super bantamweight champion himself, you know, Albuquerque, New Mexico's very own El Chinito, Angelo Leo. He will be in the ring for the third time in 5 months. He's really making up for lost time in a major way because, you know, he didn't fight all of 2022. He didn't fight till the end of 2023. It's a long layoff. He had about 2 years and some change. And he's got a very tough opponent in front of him. I would even venture to say the most formidable opponent he's fought since he's been a featherweight. And that is none other than the very tough, very rugged, durable Mexican fighter, Eduardo Baez. So I like this fight a lot. And let's break it down because we'll start off with Baez, right? Because Baez, he's had an interesting career. You know, he has 5 losses, right? He's 26-5-2. But all those 5 losses, you know, 3 of them have been by either split or majority. And the only guy that's really, like, put that exclamation point on the fight and knocked him out was another great fighter himself, and Emmanuel Vaquero Navarrete. So I think what this fight's going to do, it's going to tell us a lot about Angelo Leo's punching power at featherweight. You know, Angelo doesn't have a reputation for being a big puncher at featherweight, but so far it's been smooth sailing. You know, he beat Nicholas Polanco's arm out of his socket in his featherweight debut, and then back in January, he scored one of the most beautiful one-punch body liver shots you'll ever see in his knockout victory over Magic Mike Planilla. So he even though he's not known as a puncher, he's shown himself to be a much bigger puncher and a more different fighter at featherweight as opposed to 122. But like I said, Baez is more durable. Baez has been on block. And I feel like Baez is very crafty. If you watch his fights, I mean, I remember being there in 2020, what was it, 2021 or 2022? I believe it was 2021, late 2021. I was there when Baez fought Rais Salim. And we know Rais to be Salim is one of the top contenders in the division. They fought on the undercard of Fulton Figueroa. I was at that fight. And I just remember Baez giving every last ounce of himself in that fight. I remember watching that fight, seeing a lot of overhand rights. Although he was a rugged, tough Mexican, I remember him working a lot behind his jab to set up the overhand right and those kind of punches. So overall, Eduardo Baez is, you know, he may have the 5 losses and the 2 draws, and I know in this day and age, people like to look at the blemishes and things like that. But I have no doubt in my mind, from what I've seen in the past, that guy is coming to win. So Angelo Leo is going to have to continue to show what he's been showing in the fight, that jab, the understanding of distance, and there's still more, I think, for him to show as far as from a skill standpoint. And it's an important fight for him because if you look at his ranking position right now, he's number 7 in the WBA rankings. So he's on the verge of either an eliminator for the WBA, and then he just entered the rankings for the IBF at number 13. And who knows? You know, boxing's crazy. He just entered the rankings there, but if he goes out there and he puts a beating on Baez, makes a statement that only Navarrete has made against him, then you could be looking at maybe him even getting a world title shot against Venado Lopez. And I think that'd be a great fight for boxing. But he's got to focus on Baez. This is not going to be no easy fight, no cakewalk. But like I said, man, I'll say it like this. People oftentimes say with me that I only hype up Angelo Leo because he's my friend. And that's not true, because I have a lot of friends in this fight game and that I don't hype up. I really do think that he's going to be champion again. I really do think that he's slowly but surely developing into one of the best fighters in the world, not just one of the best fighters in his weight class. And I feel like it's going to continue to be proven throughout his fights. And I want you guys to tune in. I'll be there April 10th in Plant City, Florida. So if you're going to be there at the Pro Box show, please come by, say hello. It'll be a great night of boxing for sure. Those cards in Plant City are always great nights of boxing. But with Angelo, I just feel like one of the things that separates him from a lot of fighters is that he's obviously got some talent, but I don't think he's the most talented fighter I've ever been around. I think he's developed some talent, but what really separates him from a lot of fighters is his dedication and his love for the sport. I mean, he's the kind of guy that if you guys really knew him, you'd want boxing to have a guy like him reign as champion. I mean, he don't watch no TV shows. All he watches is boxing. He don't watch no bullshit TV shows on Netflix. He doesn't watch anything like that. He's just watching boxing all the time. It don't matter if he's at home, in traffic, anywhere. It could be anywhere in the world, at a restaurant, at the DMV. I mean, I don't know anybody who loves boxing like Angelo. He's the measuring stick I use to measure other fighters, for how hard they work, because that's how hard he works, right? And it's been showing in his fights, and I just think that you guys are going to be treated to a great performance April the 10th. It's no disrespect to Baez. I think Baez is a very formidable fighter, and I don't overlook or rule out anything. This is boxing. It's the theater of the unexpected. Anybody's liable to be beat, but I really and truthfully, to the core of my bones, believe that Angelo Leo is developing into one of the best fighters in the world. And, you guys are going to see April 10th. So it should be a great fight. Mexican-American versus Mexican fighter. Those always tend to deliver on entertainment. And yeah, man, Angelo's right there again. He's right there after years of just being quiet. He's right there knocking on the door of a world title shot. And I just can't wait. Personally, I don't care if it's the Fulton rematch or Venado Lopez. I think he's got the goods to be anybody in the division right now. That's how much on fire he is, all cylinders. So yeah, just tune in April 10th. It'll be a great fight, and I think it's one that boxing fans should not miss. It's another great fight for the featherweight division in what's been a banner year for the featherweight division. And just tune in and definitely support Angelo and support Eduardo Baez and support boxing, because these are the kind of fights that boxing fans should be getting. Two real fighters in real fights. So leave your comments down below. What do you guys think? How do you think everything's gonna play out between Baez and Angelo? I think this is a fight where Angelo is gonna have to continue to mix it up. Baez throws a lot of looping shots, a lot of overhands. So maybe he's not in the pocket as much this fight. Maybe he boxes more, or who knows? Maybe he does sit in the pocket. You don't know what to expect in boxing. So tune in April 10th. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterfield, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.